Market. Alan, big week for the economy. How do you think it's going to go?
Well, let's look at it. We've the Inflation Reduction Act. What did it do? It reduced inflation, cut it from 8% to 4%. So I expect this path to continue. I'm a trend guy. I don't fight the trend. I don't try and pick the turns. But I do have some things to say to you and Ben about NVIDIA and actually the market in general. The summer break is over. Okay. We saw a profit-taking pullback in stocks after a 30% run in the S&P. And, the NVIDIA went from 100 to 500. So, to pull back 1% or so, even on exceptional news, is to be expected.
Okay. And market needs to find new leaders as a result, though, for the S&P to go higher. Where does it go? Who are the leaders?
Well, that's not my job. My job is to pick individual risk-reward plays. I'm still looking for the stock market to make another surge. I mean, we've come back to this breakout point in the S&P to 4,400, held it very solid, and it looks like the pause is over. And I'm looking for this market to make a move in the next coming weeks. It's set up very nicely now, and that range here we've been to between 4,600 and 4,400 now for a month. A breakout of that range targets 4,800. Guess what? We're at all-time highs once again. So don't fight the power. Don't fight momentum. And that's what I'm looking for. I don't know which individual stocks are going to be the S&P driver. Well, but Microsoft here has also paused, and I think that was a big leader on the way up, if you remember originally.
Of course. Well, judging from the last couple of trades you put on with us, I feel like Alan Nuckman would be rooting even more for crude oil to break out than the S&P, because you traded Enbridge with us, and Kinder Morgan the last two trades. So those are pretty cyclical energy trades. I mean, I figured you'd be liking crude oil at $80.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to breakout here, make another run. The dollar is the key, and it's been between 100 and 105. So, let's see if we can get it down below the midpoint at 102.50. But that's where those were more conservative plays. Well, the market was in a stall mode. Now that the market is set up for this another upsurge, that's where I'm getting a little more aggressive. And it's time to get in the game once again. So that's where Palantir comes into play. Okay. That was trading between 5 and 10 for about 8 or 10 months, and then broke out and rallied. So very much same chart that you just saw in NEO. These momentum stocks are now in play in my mind, and the risk reward is there as opposed to being very conservative with the resources and the energy plays.
Got it. So now looking for a little tech to sprinkle on top of your more energy exposure. Palantir has already had earnings this week as a bunch of cloud companies. Sell side's kind of got cold feet. We talked about a bunch of cuts this morning to Salesforce and a few others like CrowdStrike. Palantir's holding on, though. It's up 1.5% right now.
Right. And, you're thinking too much. I just look at the charts. We've been between 10 and 20 since that breakout in May. A breakout of this range targets 30. And the midpoint is 15. So 15 is an important technical pivot, and look at how far we've come back off these recent highs. So again, the way to play, buy an in-the-money option on November 12th calls, trading for about, 4 right now. It's about $3 in the money. It's got 3 months of time. So it's a nice position. And I think that a lot of people are going to look at this pause that they had for 3 weeks, almost a month here now in the markets, where they could have scooped up some of these stocks that they liked, and they got cold feet once again. They're going to regret it because the market's going to make another move to the upside.
There it is. Love the conviction as always. Thank you for the trade. Palantir, the 12-strike call expiring November, right? Yeah, November the 17th. We got it there. All right. Thank you, Mr. Nuckman. Appreciate it. All right, he's the Chief Market Strategist at bullseyeoption.com.